Hello and welcome to our AI-powered growth apps for startups LinkedIn live event. I'm Ray Gibson, the founder and chairman at Funded.club, by Ariel from Perks. You want to say hello, Ariel?
Hi there, how's it going?
Very well, very well. I appreciate you making time today.
Thanks for having me, of
Obviously,
course.
that's great. Yeah, we've known each other a little while now and shared some good ideas. So, thanks for coming on. Now, you're really in the AI space. Obviously, it's a hot topic for many people right now, and a lot of questions about AI toolkits and tech stacks. So, in this session, we are going to do our best to equip startup founders and teams with as much knowledge that they can take away with them as possible, how they can navigate AI tools, how they can make the best of those and also save money, um, how AI is reshaping everything that we're doing nowadays. And you've got some nuggets to share with people, a very, very special tool, cutting edge technology you want to show, and some advice on LinkedIn workflows, I believe, for thought leadership. And there's a demo you've prepared in advance as well, right? Did I miss anything out, Ariel?
No, I think that's the plan, that's right.
All right. So thank you. For anybody watching now live, we appreciate if you want to say hello in the chat, just say hi, your name, where you are, maybe the company you're at, so we can keep in touch. Anybody watching this back, please reach out if you've got any questions, and we'd love to help you in the future. But we don't like long intros and lots of waffle. We like to dive in. So my first question for you, Ariel, how can startups and scale-ups navigate this space today? It's easy. There's a lot going on. Can you describe the environment, the AI space at the moment, and how they can start navigating it?
Yeah, totally agree. Really difficult to navigate. There are thousands and tens of thousands of solutions in any kind of way you're gonna look. It's gonna go to market, it's sales, it's marketing, it's of course all the images and content creation. And by the way, that's why we started Perks, in order to get some sense into the space and help founders. We're two second-time founders, so we know the problems and the challenges of a startup. Usually, you have a smaller marketing team. Good news is that with AI, you can leverage all these efforts and get closer to enterprise level marketing. We see three main ways, that startups can gain with AI. First of all, is making the same but better and quicker. So these are all the tools that you probably know that can generate the content, the images, do it better and do it quicker. Second thing is different tools, new tools that never existed before. And then we have like major breakthrough,
Mm-hmm.
some stuff that you never imagined, and now oh, maybe you dreamed about, and now they happen with AI. While the third is the most innovative thing, is a whole new channel. These are more
Mm-hmm.
rare. You don't see them that often. These like right now hidden gems that can change. These are total game changer. I
Mm.
have an example. Maybe that's a good time to share about that.
Yeah, that would be great. How long have you been in this space now? I mean, things have.
Um, More than a year now, because we
Okay.
started, as I mentioned, we're two second-time founders, so we're looking for AI tools for ourselves, and we
Okay.
tried some tools, and we saw like the whole mess and all
Mm.
the confusion there. Um, and that's what led us to start Perks. So the thing
Right.
is, something I wanted to share about that new tool
Mm-hmm.
is a new channel, is something very special that came out of Stealth just recently.
Okay.
It's a tool that was 2 years in the making, and as they came out of Stealth, they already have 1 million ARR. What they
Wow.
do
Is this
is pretty
so?
amazing.
Is this something you're invested in, or you have ownership of, or it's purely
No,
something you have?
we don't have, we don't, unfortunately, I wish I thought about it,
Okay.
but it just one of the tools that we came to know as we're searching the whole space. We go, to events, we go to live events. We're scanning the environment all the time because that's our mission, to get startups in touch with great tools. This is what they do is they listen to 200,000 open forums on LinkedIn, Reddit, all the technical Slack, of course, and they get you conversation level leads. If someone is asking about your cybersecurity solution, they can unmask the person, and they can let you know that this person from that company is looking for your solution right now. So
Wow.
this is an example. Yeah, this is something crazy. This is definitely game changing. We've never seen anything like it before, and it is possible only because of AI.
So it's reading Reddit, Quora, and all these platforms as well?
Yes, it's reading
Yeah.
everything. Again,
Okay.
200,000 different forums and groups open because they have they have a way to scan it and monitor it all the time in real time. They get you the conversation level lead in addition to the whole buying committee within the company. So you can see the specific person that was interested and all the superiors that are the decision makers. And that's been really popular in the cybersecurity space, data infrastructure, fintech, and DevOps.
Which is a level beyond sensing who's visiting your website. It's who's visiting all websites everywhere. That's very interesting. And you said that they're
Yeah.
coming out. Are you able to talk about them specifically?
No,
Give the
not
name.
specifically. If
Okay.
someone's interested, yeah, please approach me.
Okay.
They are overwhelmed by demand, and they were asking, to do it very, specifically, only if the use case is relevant. So
Okay.
we help them do the screening, and if it's relevant, we make the introduction. And usually the setup is very quick. You can start getting new leads from these forums in no time.
Okay. Everybody can reach out to Ariel if they want to explore that tool.
Yeah.
So over the last 12 months, maybe over the last 3 to 6 months, what else has really surprised you? You mentioned those three categories, speed at something you're already doing, etc. But what else really done you like, wow, that's a game changer?
I think Synthesia was the most impressive thing that we've seen so far.
Okay.
And we have prepared a little surprise for you, Ray.
Ah,
We created. Yeah, you remember we asked you for that little video a while ago? That's
yeah.
how we
Is
were
this
able to create your avatar on Synthesia. And I think
okay?
it's the best avatar I've seen. So we took one of your posts on Funded.club where you talk about a very specific problem and recreated a video clip out of that. Can we present it now?
I think so. Have you just adding it to
Yes.
stage? I see a video here.
Yes. So this is you. You never said these lines. You
Well,
never
I can't
went
do it
on video
yet.
for this.
Nailing interviews. Smooth answers, polished pitches, and a charm that's hard to resist can often mask a deeper reality. Can they really deliver results for your business? Bei Funded.club haben wir gelernt, dass der Schlüssel zur Identifizierung erstklassiger Vertriebs- und Vertriebsführungstalente darin liegt, über oberflächliche Erfolge hinauszugehen. Lorsque vous recrutez pour des postes commerciaux, il est facile de se laisser éblouir par des statistiques impressionnantes sur un CV ou des réponses confiantes à des questions d'entretien prévisibles.
Wow.
So what happened here? Ray has a great post on hiring salespeople and why, and the reason it's so tricky because they're great in sales, right? So they can use all the tricks and all the leverages that they use while they're selling to get hired. So this is a post on Funded.club. A while ago, we asked Ray for a sample video, and this is how we were able to create an avatar for Ray. You just saw that the avatar looks very good. We call him RG, like Ray Gibson. My avatar is called Arielski. Um, and you saw the very smooth transition between English to German to French. And this is what took us, I don't know, like 10 minutes to create.
That's amazing. I tested Synthesia a year ago. It looks a lot better than when I saw it. It looked a bit uncanny valley when I tested it a while ago, but now, yeah, that looks very impressive. My wife would be very happy to be speaking more German. She's from Berlin.
Oh, all right. That's another way to communicate now.
Maybe there's a personal angle here that I can make use of. Very good. So that's synthesia.com.
Synthesia.io, I think. You can create your own avatar. You can use the other avatars. We use it for thought leadership process that we have on LinkedIn. And maybe that's a good time to show the little deck or the little presentation that we prepared for this event. So basically, what we do at Perks is we help startup growth with AI-powered marketing. We have a few agents for different use cases. Basically, and that's important. We started a process by analyzing the competition. And many people miss that because you never, broadcast, you never talk in a vacuum. It's always packed with competition and people trying to get their attention. And, even direct competitors that started 2 years ahead of you guys, and now you have to catch up. So this is step number one. Then our agents create the AI-based go-to-market strategy. And then we have a few other agents to execute the stuff in order for you, to get a few home runs while we're at it. And the LinkedIn thought leadership flow that we're talking about is because LinkedIn is the least saturated social network so far. It has 1 billion members, but only 1%, 10 million, are creating content. So the opportunity is there. People should take advantage of that. We talked to many back startups, Series A, Series B. They know they have to do that. They know that their customers are there, but they repost something every 3 weeks. That's not the right way to do that. Personally, I tried, to make myself disciplined and to post every day. It never happened because you have so many things to do as a founder, as a marketing leader. Does that sound familiar to you, Ray?
I am posting every day manually. Yes,
and and that requires discipline, right?
Yeah, it's a daily activity. To make the posts interesting and meaningful. Yeah.
And are you getting any leads, any business out of that?
Yes. Yeah.
Of course, because you do it every day, but not everybody is that disciplined. And you have 20,000 followers, even more. And if you do it right, this is how you get to be a leader in LinkedIn. That's a perfect example of of using LinkedIn in order to generate business, to create a brand, and to maintain it. But the thing is, most founders don't do it. They hire a marketing agency. They have a small marketing team to do that. And again, they repost something every 3 weeks. Maybe they create something about themselves every week or so, but that's not the right way to do it. You want to be talking about your ICP. You want to talk to your customers. You want to talk to about the problems they have, about the solutions, about the options, about the challenges, and you want to do it in an engaging way. You want to have videos once in a while, nice images. But again, do you see any founder that can commit to creating videos 3 times a day?
Very few. They're busy building products or customers, pitching to investors. There's a lot on their plates, right? So,
and again, yeah, I can't agree more with that. And even when you have the time for the video, I tried it so many times myself. The lighting isn't perfect. I'm not shaved. I'm not dressed right. There's the background noises. I was stuttering for a second. I was blinking. I didn't press record. There's so many problems with that. On the other hand, doing the stuff I just showed you in Synthesia, RG, your avatar, is always ready to go. Also, Arielski, always shaved, always with the best accent if you're not a native speaker. You can approach different markets. We have one customer that is doing business in Albania right now.
Okay.
He can become a market leader just by posting a few posts in the relevant language there, and no one dreams about it.
Right. So is this a workflow you've designed for regular posting then and thought leadership, including the synthetic tool? Is that it?
Yes, this is what we do. We are analyzing the competitive advantages of the company. We're taking video samples of the leaders, of the founders. We create with them a monthly content plan based on a specific theme, because every month you want to promote something different. Maybe a new product launch, maybe a new feature, maybe a new campaigns, stuff like that. And then our agents post on their behalf. But that's not the main thing. The main thing is the engagement, and this is what people miss most. We know how to do the engagement right with different, other thought leaders on LinkedIn, with your ICP. It's a mix of agent work, automation, and content creation.
Okay, so it's very comprehensive. Fantastic. And do you have any examples or data to share the impact that you've made for certain customers?
Yes. A few campaigns that we ran help people get 300% more on brand awareness. And what is more impressive is 350% more of people reached. So it's not only, you get your brand exposed in around people that already know your brand. You can double, triple, quadruple the extent of people that you approach. And this is, of course, that's the goal of any outreach and brand awareness campaign.
Okay. Super. And how many customers are you working with today?
Right now, we're working with more than 20 customers in different areas. The tool I mentioned, we had a few people on board that. We're working on LinkedIn. We are working on email outreach. So it's very diverse. Everything is AI based, and we're helping people, orchestrate all the different efforts.
Yeah. Okay. So there's some examples already. There's the kind of in the market that can listen to 200,000 different conversations going on the web. We've got the thought leadership on LinkedIn with this avatar idea. That should give startups some things to think about. A question for you: I often get people, especially from the team at Funded.club, because we're exploring a lot of AI ideas right now and AI agents. We often get these lists, like the top 10 or the top 20 AI tools in 2024 and things like that. And it's kind of blinding, so much information. When you see things like that, how do you begin to evaluate them from a list?
That's a good question, because we see all these lists as well, and in my opinion, it's only make the confusion worse.
Right.
It's not simplifying anything. And to be honest, it's not about the tools. It's more about the know-how, how to use the tools. Because if you get a great tool and you're not sure how to use it, that's not going to be a good use of the tool, of your time, of your money, and stuff like that. So what we're trying to help with is what we call the holy trinity of AI marketing. It's it's data. That's number one, about your ICP, about the right way to approach them, about the phrasing, about the branding, whatever is in your mix. So this is number one. Number two is the tools themselves, and number three is the know-how. So if you combine them all together, then you can get great results. And
so you've got this knowledge in-house, which is great if people want to work with you. But if people want to do things on their own, maybe they have a great developer team, with Python and JavaScript skills, and they can piece their own tech stack together, right? So what I'm hearing is that you're also advising people should ask about the onboarding plan for a new tool, what support there is to get things spun.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
What other questions should people be asking from a new partner or a new toolkit before they make a decision?
First question: what's the expected ROI? But specifically for me, my industry, my ICP, my product, because it really varies. It varies between healthcare, varies then cyber, then cloud and stuff like that. And
how much does? Sorry, I'm just conscious of the time, and I want to pack as much value in here for people as we can. Well, what about due diligence around the business itself that has the tool? Do you think that that's really important these days, or less important than it was to know how much funding they have, perhaps how many people are in the team?
I think it's less important because these tools can be, very, very new, very fresh, and still deliver great value. You should be asking, if possible, to test it yourself, and maybe talk to other people that went through the program. That's going to be easier and quicker for you as a founder. In addition to that, you can ask ChatGPT or Gemini about the best use cases for a specific tool, or a specific set of tools. Other than that, there's a lot of content in LinkedIn about streamlining tools, using them with other tools, like creating your own flow. That can definitely work if you have the time. And you see all these great ideas on LinkedIn. We use it a lot as well.
Yeah. All right. So customer references could be really important if they're willing to give them up.
Yeah, that's right.
Intros, especially if it's a smaller team. Hopefully they're not, quickly to come and quickly to disappear if it doesn't work out or doesn't excite them anymore.
Oh yeah, of course. There are really many tools out there. Most of them are not great. There are only 1-2% of tools that live up to the promise, and deliver
Yeah.
what they're supposed to live. Maybe others, will evolve and it will take them some time, but you should be very careful when paying. Make sure it's not, crazy amount of payment, and make sure you know what you're getting.
Are there any influencers or podcasts that you follow every week or every month to try to identify that, 1 in 100 is really very effective, and stop wasting time on other tools?
Well, I'm not great on podcast or stuff like that. I really like the live events like we're doing right now, and I'm more of a visual person, so I consume most of the data, by reading. There are a few people I follow on LinkedIn.
Okay.
And you can, and what I suggest is, find the thought leaders in your space.
Specific industry. Yeah.
Yeah, find someone in your industry, in your space, get a list of 5 to 10 people, read what they write, follow them for a while, and that's a good way for your engagement. Once you follow them, once you engage with them, once you see and read and comment on what they do, this is a great way to get ahead, to get to be noticed by other people, to learn from them, of course, to exchange ideas. So this is one tip that you can do right now in order to boost your LinkedIn, activity. Just find 5 to 10 people that are relevant, that have like at least 20K followers. That's a great place to start.
Okay, thank you. I've got one last question, and perhaps some people watching will send some more questions over chat. A tough question. What do you think's coming next? So I asked you about the last 3-6 months. What surprised you? What do you think is coming next that people should be anticipating in the next 3 or 6 months?
I think we're going to see more built-in integrations. We start seeing that already. The tools are becoming more and more sophisticated. For example, one email outreach tool that we started working 8 months ago, and it was very basic. It was an automation tool, and within 8 months, it has the abilities to acquire your domains, to warm them up, to get a list of prospects, to get the copywriting for your sequence, and to do the automation all in one, and that's in a span of 8 months.
Who is that?
Yesterday
Can
we
you name
heard,
that one?
yeah, that's ambermail.ai.
Okay.
Highly recommended. We use it all the time. We use it for almost all of our customers. We know this tool. We use this tool for ourselves as well. So, we can highly recommend it from a very good place. Ambermail.ai. And then, we just heard from last night, ChatGPT can run tasks for you and reminders. So this is like Google Calendar and a very sophisticated chat. So we're going to see more and more in-tool integrations. That's what I expect.
Okay, and probably agents actually executing tasks on your behalf, right?
Of course.
Workflows.
Of course, that's the very big thing. We're creating the agents for SMBs. I'm sure we're going to see them, for tourism, for restaurants, for B2B, B2C. They're going to be everywhere.
Now, is it true that we've run out of training data for large language models now? I'd heard this, that sometime last year, the large language models had already consumed all of the internet content it could consume, all of the books in the world, etc., all of the videos. And now, apparently, they're training on artificial data, they're kind of standing up ideas and then critiquing them and going through machine learning process, reiterate and refine. Do you see that becoming a big echo chamber or a problem in the coming time? Or
Yeah, that's funny. I just read about it yesterday. Ilya, former CTO of ChatGPT, he mentioned that we have only one internet to learn from, and it seems like that's been exhausted. Yeah, it seems like people are training on synthetic data that the AI created. So I'm not sure about the quality over there. OpenAI are late with the O5, and it seems like there's a plateau in the learning curve over there. But on the other hand, I read at the same place that they are approaching, all these publishing and all these books providers in order to get more data that was not available for them earlier. So there might be some more that we can learn, but it's finite. It's not infinite amount of data.
Yeah, I know Google had a project to scan all books at one point. I don't know whether they finished that. I mean, that's also very interesting. They may be sitting on a bit more data than some other folks. We'll see. But yeah, in the end, it's a finite set, so there will have to be some extrapolation and synthetic data in the future. But that's how. What was the computer that beat the player at Go from IBM? Do you remember?
No.
Was training by playing itself many times. So this is a model.
You mean Watson?
No, after Watson. It escapes me now. It got very good at chess, but then they gave it Go to play, and it beat the European champion like 5-0 or something, and then it beat the world champion.
I remember that. That was blue something, right?
It could have been. Yeah. But anyway, the model I think they used was the self-learning in that respect as well, and playing itself over and over. So perhaps these large language models setting up new ideas that humans have never even dreamt of, and then analyzing them against its existing data set will be very effective and provide very surprising results. It's a very exciting time to be alive. Long may it continue.
The best is ahead of us.
Scenario, in a good AI scenario, then long may it continue. Any final thoughts or tidbits that you would offer, Ariel, before we sign off?
As you mentioned, we live very exciting times. We enjoy our work very much because every day we see new tools, new flows, we meet new startups. That's really exciting. We really like what you're doing. And again, thanks a lot for having me here. Appreciate the opportunity.
How can people reach you? There's probably a LinkedIn link somewhere, but do you have an email address as well on your website?
Of course, it's perks with zzd.com, and my email is Ariel, Ariel at perks.com. You can find me on LinkedIn, of course. It's Ariel Kabiri. Be happy to help whoever needs some help.
That's great. All right. And on behalf of Funded.club, Funded.club, and I'm Ray at Funded.club, also very simple. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks so much for joining, Ariel.
Thank you, Ray. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.